I'm looking at 2015 C2 question 3b. Below shows a part of an ornamental garden that's in the shape of a sector, radius 6 and angle 1.2 radians. The shaded area is a flower bed and the unshaded area is lawn. The area of the lawn is 2/3 of the total sector. So first of all, let's do something with that information. So area of sector is a half r squared theta. So it's a half times 6 squared times 1.2. So just putting that into the calculator. The area of the sector is 21.6. Now, you're told here that the lawn is 2/3 of that. So area of the lawn is 2/3 of 21.6. So just times that by 2, divide it by 3, gives you an answer of 14.4. Now, the area of a lawn, let's look at the area of a lawn. That's the radius, which I don't know what it is yet. But the formula for the area of a lawn would be a half r squared theta. We know the lawn is 14.4. R we don't know, theta we do. Rearranging that, if I bring the 2 across and times, if I bring the 1.2 across and divide, and then square root that answer, I should be able to get the radius. Just putting this all through the calculator, I get a radius of 2√6. Now, if I read the question, that's exactly what they're looking for. Make sure you give it to 3 significant figures. So r equals 4.90, and that will be in metres. Part 2 is asking you for the perimeter of the flower bed. So whenever I'm looking at that, I would need to have the perimeter of the big sector and the perimeter of the small sector. So we'll do that first. We'll call it the length, sorry. So the length of the big sector, length is always r theta, of the big sector. The big radius, if you look back at the original picture, is 6 times your theta, 1.2. So it's got a length of 7.2. The length of the small sector is again r theta, and your r is the radius you've just worked out from part 1. So r is, just use the original 2√6, try to keep your work as accurate as you can, times 1.2. So working that out, you should get an answer of, so times is in the calculator, 5.87877. Now, I want to get the perimeter. So at the minute, I have this bit here worked out, this bit, but I don't have these 2 sides. But if you look at it, that whole side is 6, this whole side is r. So those straight sides is going to be 6 minus r. So a straight side equals 6 minus r. So 6 minus 2√6. So one of my straight sides is 6 minus 2√6. Again, keeping your work as accurate as you can, giving me an answer of 1.101. So the perimeter of the whole thing is the big sector, the small sector, plus the 2 straight edges. And working all that out on the calculator should give you an answer to 3 significant figures of 15.3 metres.